fam, thanks for coming back. We are giving a shout out today to my buddy Kai, one of our advanced students who's been asking us how he can stay fit and in control of his body and his progress in his parkour training while having to be stuck at home. So we're gonna do a list of workouts today that I'm going to cater towards a lot of lower body and core functions. So we're gonna be working on some ab workouts, and we're gonna be working on some leg workouts, calf workouts, some things that are gonna help your stabilizers, so that way when you go to do one-legged tricks, anything that requires you to jump and bound off of one foot, or increase your balance on those balance obstacles for my ninja warriors out there, this will be the video for you. So, let's get into it. One of the drills that I really enjoy working on, and I have my students do all the time, are called 30s. Basically, it's 30s of any type of ab workout that you can come up with or remember from your past or other sports that you've been doing. We're gonna go over a series of different ones, and I'm just gonna give you an example of what you can do, but remember, you have to do 30 of each rep. So, let's start with the most basic, and that's going to be crunches. We're gonna hop down, get our feet up in front of us, and then I like to bring my feet up here, pretending like there's a box underneath them, but I gotta support them. The further out you hold your feet, sorry guys, Tilly's here at the gym with me keeping some company, so she's gonna be doing the ab workouts too. Right here, you guys are gonna pull your chest and elbows up to the ceiling. Notice how I brought my back up off the ground, creating a nice good curve that closes any gaps right here in my back. This arch should solidify a good hollow. Back down and up again. These crunches, remember, we're doing 30 of them. The next workout that we're going to be doing is called a V-up. This is one of my favorites that I took from my gymnastics career, and I've applied it to a lot of the flips that we do here, and it really, really works. This one's going to keep you strong, and the stronger your core is, the faster and higher you're going to flip. So, with your V-ups, we're going to be straightening our body out again, arms up above us, this time trying to create a V. When we bring our arms up, we're also bringing our legs up. You want to get as high as you can. If you can touch your feet and maintain a straight body the whole time, then you're going to have a really good V-up. So 30, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next workout is very similar to the V-up. Tilly, you can't steal the show. Get out of here. Shotgun is very similar because we're going to start the same way we did with the V-up, with our arms above us and our legs straight out. But this time, we're actually going to be bringing our knees up to our shoulders. Specifically our shoulders, because if we bring our knees together, then we're going to be hitting ourselves in the face. No. Keep the knees apart into your shoulders and go all the way out. The difference with this one is to make it harder, we're not going to let our heels touch the ground. So 30 of these, boom, boom, boom. Every single one counts. Hit hard, hit fast, and you'll be able to do a backflip faster than you've ever done in your life. The better you get at these, the easier doubles are going to be. So get 30 of these shotguns in. That I like to work on are what I've been calling levers, or they're like a lever. We're going to start with our thumbs right next to our butt, flat on the ground. Our palms are going to be flat on the ground. And we're going to start with our legs tucked in. Now we're kind of holding this hollow hold right here a little bit. We're sitting on our butt still, but we're just balanced, okay? From here, you're going to extend your legs out, and then we're going to lever up and down. Then, without touching the ground to your heels, you're going to bring your feet all the way back into your body, and then repeat. That was one rep. Okay, 29 more to go. 1, 2, 3. Those are really hard. The next skill that we're going to be working on is a straight up hollow hold. I'm not doing 30 reps, but we are going to hold for 30 seconds. So we're going to get back down into our V-up starting position, and then this time we're going to just lift and hold our heels at least 6 inches off the ground, keeping our feet really pointed. That way our body and core is engaged. Remember, you don't want a hole underneath your back. It should be impossible to slide your hand underneath your back. Oh, this hurts. Whew. Remember to breathe. Bicycle kicks is another one. If you're really antsy and you need to get all that energy out, bicycle kicks is really great, especially if you just feel like throwing a tantrum on the ground. But a controlled tantrum. We're gonna hop back down, once again in our starting position, similar to V-up, but this time we're planting our hands up by our head, almost like you're just barely touching the back of your head with your fingertips. From here, we want to bring our opposite elbow to our opposite knee. Boom. But to make this difficult, again, we want to keep our heels off the ground at all times. 1, 2, 4. These, we're doing 2 different sides. So if I'm just going to count to 30, that's not enough. I'd have to do 60 if I'm counting each side. 1, 2, 3. Your abs should be destroyed by this point, but hopefully you guys are keeping up, and pause the video if you need to, because I'm kind of blazing through this really fast. Let's move on to the next workout. It's time to move on to our lower body. So that's our calves today. We're gonna be working on these calves and just really strengthening our ankles and everything around the Achilles, so that way you guys can pop out of those flips, out of any type of fall, and have really good confidence that your legs are gonna hold up strong every single time. So let's do these heel raises, and I'm gonna challenge you guys to do either both feet all the way to 100, or you can do 1 foot at a time in sets of 25. So you're gonna do 50 on your left foot and 50 on your right foot, but it's gonna be really hard. If you can do all 50 on 1 foot before quitting, that's impressive, and you've probably been doing these for a hot minute. But if not, then I would suggest starting out doing the whole 100 with both feet. So let's get into it. When you're up on your ledge, if you have a stair step in your house, anything that you could just put the ball of your foot up on, this is going to work great. So from here, I'm going to have most of my foot hanging off the ledge. That way I can lower my heels down below and then bring them all the way back up. Notice how I'm getting up as high as I can, all the way up on my tippy toes. If possible, if it doesn't feel comfortable, you can try this with your shoes on. But ideally, if you're doing both feet, let's see if we can get all the way to 100, okay? It's gonna be really sore. You're gonna feel it up here in your butt. You're gonna feel it a lot down in your lower legs too. That whole area, basically. I like to do these, like I said, with 1 foot. Then I put my other foot wrapped behind my heel. From this point, I go all the way down and then all the way back up. You can use a wall or a railing next to you if you want that extra support, because you're probably gonna need it by your 10th rep or more. So we go all the way down, all the way up, that's 2. All the way down, all the way up, that's 3. What I don't want you guys to do is bounce. Bouncing is actually going to ruin the entire workout, and you're not really going to get much out of it at all. So don't do this, guys. This isn't a bouncing exercise. We're not really working on the elasticity of your joints and all of that. We're working on the muscle and what's actually going to be really strong and help protect those things. So we want to go all the way down, all the way up. Control. Okay? You can go a little bit faster, that's fine. Just make sure you're controlling your ascent and your descent. Don't just let your joint bounce on itself. Now for my last lower body workout of the day, we are going to be working on candlestick roll-ups. Another great workout that I've taken from my gymnastics past that really helps everything just get super strong, solid and controlled, not only from your core, but all the way down to your feet, so that way you can really explode when you're going for those big strides or really trying to get through a lower body obstacle very fast. So what we want to start with first is the candlestick. So you're going to roll up all the way, so that way your feet are pointed to the ceiling. Once your feet are pointed to the ceiling, you're going to tuck one leg. This is the foot that we're going to stand on, okay? So we roll from here all the way to that foot and only use that foot to stand back up. But I want you guys to take that a step further. Once you stand up and get that nice pistol squat all the way up to 1 foot, then your goal is to also jump and tuck your opposite knee. This will help you guys when you start learning how to do swing throughs. So when you go for a cork or a big flip and you twist and go boom, that's kind of the power that you're gonna get from this candlestick roll up, okay? So again, we'll do it together. I'm gonna show you guys one on each side. Here we go. 1, 2. So good luck. Try to get 30 of those. Remember, 30 on each side. So either count to 60 or count 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. Good luck with these guys. I hope this gives you some great training. I'm sure this is gonna really put you in your place at home. You're gonna be exhausted, but you're gonna come back a lot stronger, I promise. Thanks for tuning in. If you'd like to suggest your own lesson or private or whatever you need, please hit us up and use the hashtag #UnlockYourPotential. Tag us. We're excited to see what you guys are working on, and we'll see you at the gym soon.